You know what, when it comes to money, whether it is spending or saving, I used to always think it of from the point of view of spreadsheets or tables. If I have X amount, then 10% will be saved, this much amount will be spent, this much amount will go for this. But all of these my beliefs got shattered when I read a book called Psychology of Money. The main crux is that your money decisions are based on your emotions. It may not necessarily stem from the place or point of view of logic. It made me think as to whether the kind of financial planning and everything that we do, is it even worth it? That would be the extreme case. I feel it should be a balance. Okay, there should be a room for contingency, and if your plan does not go as how it was planned, then obviously there should be some room for error, and we need to have savings for that to happen. Just because you study something does not mean that you know how to do it. You get to know how to do it when you are actually into that particular thing. We think of crypto, we think of stock market, this and that. We know what are the benefits, we know how much is to be invested. All the information nowadays is there on the internet, right? Till we start doing it, it does not even make the cut. And this is what he says. The challenge for us is that no amount of studying or open-mindedness can genuinely recreate the power of fear and uncertainty. We are not spreadsheets. You may think of a particular plan, but something else may come up which will disturb that particular plan. You may say that you will get retired by, say, suppose 60, but you might get a health condition which will force you to retire at 40. Whenever people go for these luxury cars, or not just cars, anything from the point of view of luxury, and it should look good to others, we feel that we generate respect. If I am buying a Ferrari, I will feel that I will get respect, or people will have certain thinking. But the truth is that, and this is an eye-opener, people don't generate respect for you, but when they look at the thing that you have, people have the admiration that they should have the same thing. So people buy mansions and fancy cars because they want respect and admiration from others. What they don't realize is that people don't admire the person with the fancy house or car. They admire the object and think of themselves having that object. So don't be into this fool's pursuit of achieving things for the point of view of admiration from others. Before reading this book, I didn't know there is a difference between being rich and wealthy. Being rich is about the current income. You have something, but being wealthy is being able to trade in your time. Being rich could be having a particular bank balance, say suppose so many crores, something, you are rich. Being wealthy is being able to trade in time, freedom, and it is something that you have not spent. You have the money, you spend it, but being wealthy is you have the bank account, bank balance, and also you are able to trade in that time. During my productivity sessions also, I always tell keep room for contingency. And keeping room for contingency means if there is any emergency or anything, if you have planned the whole day, there should be some room where there is white space. You need not do anything. So if something comes up, then you can align that. Similar goes to personal finance. Say suppose something happens, or there should be some kind of contingency, not only in terms of the amount of money, but also in the amount of time. A room for error lets you endure a range of potential outcomes, and endurance lets you stick around long enough to add the odds of benefiting from a low probability outcome fall in your favor. For example, say suppose your entire stock is in one company. Tomorrow, if that company falls or if the shares go down, obviously you are at a loss. But if you have a diversified portfolio where you have your mutual funds, you have your FDs, you have your SIPs, and all these things are simultaneously going on, even in case of an untoward incident of a share price lowering, obviously you will have more cushion and comfort to come out of that low probability event. Everything else worthwhile, successful investing demands a price, but its currency is not dollars and cents. It's volatility, fear, doubt, uncertainty, and regret, all of which are easy to overlook until you are dealing with them in real time. Everything in life has a price, whether it be hard work, some kind of thing that you have to achieve, and so is investment. If you invest directly in stock, the price is that it's quite volatile, but it gives you good returns in the long run. In mutual funds, if you invest, the return may be relatively less as compared to what you would do individually, but nevertheless the risk is less. So it's not to say that one thing is better than other. Everything has a price. In FDs, if you invest, the security level is high, but the interest level is very low, and it hardly even beats inflation rate. So being aware of the price and having a diversified portfolio, having a diversified saving and investment portfolio helps in this case. I'm sure I have been able to give you some insight into the book, and if you have to read one book on personal finance, I would suggest this. If you know any other book with respect to personal finance, money management or anything, do let me know in the comments. I keep looking forward to read your comments. Till the next time, bye.